Dhanvantari Avatar is being said in 21st. Next, Dhanvantari Avatar also we see in the 8th canto in the Samudra Manthan Leela. क्षत्रं क्षयाय विधिनोपभृतं महात्मा ब्रह्मदृजुग ब्रह्मदृजित तप ब्रह्मदृगुज्जित पथं नरकार्तिलिप्सु उद्दन्त्यसाववनिकण्ठमुकुग्रवीर्यः त्रिसप्त कृत्वा उरुधार परम परश्वधेनाम्
when the ruling administrators, who are known as the Kshatriya, turned astray from the path of the absolute truth, being desired to suffer in the hell, the Lord in his incarnation as a saint Parshurama approached those unwanted king who appeared as the throne of the earth. Thus he thrice 7 times approached the Kshatriya with his thinly sharpened chopper.
Thank you. So this is Lord Parshuram. अस्मत् प्रसाद सुखमुख कलया कलेशा इक्ष्वाकुवंशमवतीर्य गुरोर्निदेशे तिष्ठन् वनं सदयितानुज आविवेशा यस्मिन् विरुध्य दशकन्धर आर्तिमार्चत् राम
due to his causeless mercy upon all living entities within the universe. Supreme Personality of Godhead, along with his plenary expansions, appeared in the family of Maharaj Ikshvaku as the Lord of his eternal potency, Sita. Under the order of his father, Maharaj Dasarath, entered the forest and lived there for considerable years with his wife and younger brother. Ravana, who was very materially powerful with 10 heads on his shoulders, committed a great offense against him and was thus ultimately vanquished.
We get this in the 9th canto. यस्मा अदाधुदधि रूढभा भयांगवेपो मागं सपद्यरिपुरं हरिवद्दिधक्षो दूरे सृहुन्मतितरोष सुषोणदृष्ट्या तातप्यमानमकरो रगन नक्रचक्रः Thank you. Rama's continued actually. वक्षस्थलस्पर्शरुग्ण महेन्द्रवाहा अन्तैर्विडम्बित कुकुब्जुषवूढहासम् सद्यो सुभिः सह विनेष्यति दारहर्तुः विस्फूर्जितैर्धनुष उच्चरितोऽधिसैन्ये
जब रावण युद्ध कर रहा था तब उसकी छाती से टकरा कर स्वर्ग के राजा इंद्र के हाथी के छोड़ और ये एक खंड बिखर कर चारों दिशाओं को चकाचौंध करने लगे। अतः रावण को अपने शौर्य पर गर्व होने लगा और वह अपने आप को समस्त दिशाओं का विजेता समझकर सैनिकों के बीच उतरने लगा। किंतु भगवान श्री रामचंद्र द्वारा अपने धनुष पर टंकार करने पर उसकी वह प्रसन्नता की हंसी उसकी प्राणवायु के साथ ही सहसा बंद हो गई।
भूमे सुरेतरवरुधा विमर्दितायाः क्लेशव्यवाय कलयासितकृष्णकेशः जातः करिष्यति जनानुपलक्ष्य मार्गः कर्माणि चात्ममहिमोपनिबन्धनानि when the world is overburdened by frightening strength of kings who have no faith in God, the Lord, just to diminish the distress of the world, descends with his plenary portions. The Lord comes in his original form with beautiful black hair, and just to expand his transcendental glories, he acts extraordinarily. No one can properly estimate how great he is. This is the sloka we have to discuss. भूमे सुरेतर वरूत विमर्दितायाः क्लेश व्यवाय वेयाय कलया सितकृष्णकेश जातः करिष्यति जनान्. Sita means what? Sita means white. Krishna means black. White and black.
Sita is not only beautiful but black.
Not only beautiful but also black. श्री कृष्ण अवतार महा भूमेरिति दशभिः सुर असुर रूपाः ये राजानः तेषं वरूदैः सैन्यैः विमर्दितायाः भुवः पृथिव्याः क्लेशव्यवाय भारापनोदनाय भूतलस्थानां संसार दुःखक्षयाय च तत्रैव केषांचित् सोत्कण्ठभक्तानां स्व अयोग दुःख उपशमाय च जातः कर्माणि करिष्यति. Why Lord appeared to reduce the burden of the Mother Earth. So Mother Earth went to Brahmaji, then along with the Brahmaji, so Brahmaji took her to along with the demigods to the Kshirodak Sai Vishnu. Then Kshirodak Sai Vishnu was speaking that Lord will appear. So Lord will appear. And that is audible to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji repeated that to demigods. There, Sita Krishna Keshau, Yasya Saha Eva, Ati Puratanaha Purushaha, Yasya Kalaya Jatah Iti. Vishnu Purane Ujjahara. So, and also he appeared, one more thing, so to reduce the burden of the Mother Earth, and also Bhara Keshanchit Sotkanta Bhaktanam. That means some devotees are there who are very eager to see the Lord, and they are having the pain. Devotees having the pain because of what? Because of the demons? No, because of the separation. Swa ayoga. Ayoga means separation. So Swa ayoga, because of Lord's separation, they are getting the lot of pain, and to reduce that, Lord appears actually. That's a paritranaya sadhuna, means to save the sadhus from where? From the pain. What pain? Pain due to separation, not due to demons. So, cha jatah karmani karishyati. Nanu ko asau jatah tatraha janaihi asmadadibhi anupalakshah. Upalakshetum ashukyah. So, who appeared actually? Here? So it is said that Janan Anupalaksha Markaha. That means Anupalaksha means one cannot characterize. Upalakshetum Ashakya. Upalakshya mane हाँ क्या बोल रहे हाँ तो उपलक्ष्य में डिटेक्ट करना ऊपर डिटेक्ट करना इतना आसान नहीं है अनुपलक्ष्य means cannot be detected. So like this here main point actually Nanu here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying that actually Sita Krishna, these two, that means Vishnu says that white hair and black hair. So these two will appear as my white hair and black hair will two appear as Krishna and Balaram. So that means here how we should understand this. In the Puranas, it is clearly said that Krishna is that means Vishnu is saying that Krishna and Balaram. These both are the white hair and black hair of the Vishnu. That means Krishna and Balaram are the part and parcel of the Vishnu. Like that we should take. In Vishnu Purana it said that Ujjaharatmanah Keshav Sita Krishno Mahamuni iti yacha Bharate in the Mahabharata also cha sa chapi Keshav Harir Uchchakarta Ekam Suklam Aparam Chapi Krishnam. So Hari removed two hairs, one black hair and another white hair, and those only became Krishna and Balaram. So Krishna and Balaram, the Amsha of the Vishnu are. Vishnu sometimes refers Krishna. No, but there Vishnu is saying directly. Huh? They came over the Vishnu. So how to understand this? So white hair became Krishna, sorry, Balaram, and black hair became Krishna. And they took birth in the Rohini and Devaki. Tauchapi Keshavo Aveshitam Yadunam Kule Striyo Rohini Devakimcha. cha. Tayoreko Balabhadraha Babuvaha Svetasya Devasya Keshaha. वो जो सफेद का बाल से बलभद्र हो गए और काला बाल से केशव हो गए. कृष्णः द्वितीयः केशवः संभवु केशो यो असौ वर्णतः कृष्णः उक्तः. So they will show this, and based upon this, from the Vishnu Purana statement, we are seeing that Krishna and Balarama are the white hair and black hair of Vishnu. Then how to understand this? Krishna is the Amshi or the Vishnu is the Amsha? Vishnu is Amshi. Who is Amshi? Who is Amsha and who is Amshi? But it is written in the Vishnu Purana like this. And Vishnu Ramshena in the Bhagavatam it is written. In Bhagavatam also many places is there. Yes.
So Vasudeva's pension maybe.
Huh?
The son was Vasudeva's pension, not the son. He appears wrong as well.
Huh? How to understand this? You commentaries. Yeah.
Other things.
No, but here Vishnu is saying, so both are the my white and black hair. In Mahabharata it is said, in the Vishnu Purana it is said.
Krishna comes. Like you said, like Krishna, all the avatars.
Huh?
Rejected.
Huh? What?
It should be rejected because Vishnu, how can he have white head? He does not grow old like a model man. Black and white is
Yeah. Yes. How Vishnu can have first of all black and white? Vishnu is becoming old.
Someone can say for creation, he like created white and black hair. Someone may say that.
Acha. Okay, actually, this is a section in the Krishna Sandarbha. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna is to Bhagavan Swayam. This has to be established. This is already established. In the Bhagavatam, first canto, third chapter, so we have seen the 20th sloka. Ete chamsha kalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Rodayante Yuge. In this sloka, it is said that Krishna is the avatari. It means Bhagavan. Because in the first sloka, we see, so Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadibihi. There in the first sloka of that chapter, only Bhagavan is mentioned. And who is that Bhagavan? So after that, Sutta Goswami didn't mention anything. Then in the 20th sloka, that Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Krishna is Bhagavan, he said. Before that, so from that Bhagavan Purusha Rupa came, and then from that Pradham Purusha, second Purusha came, and from that second Purusha, so all the different avatars came, and in that avatars list, Krishna also is included. Yes? In that avatar list, Krishna is also included. And then in the last, he is coming and he is saying that Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Let me make a picture. In 1.3.1, it is said that Bhagavan, Krishna, Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam, Bhagavan Mahadadibihi. So who took the Purusha Rupa? Bhagavan took the Purusha Rupa. Who is that Purusha? Karnanusai Vishnu. So then after that, he came next in the next slokas, we can see he is cause for the next second Purusha, Diti Purusha. Who is that Diti Purusha? Garbhodakasai Vishnu. Then from that, you can see the so many avatars. Yes? So many avatars are coming like that, we can see. So Garbhodakasai Vishnu, and he is giving the Shirodakasai Vishnu, from there comes, and Brahmaji comes from the Garbhodakasai Vishnu.
But it is mentioned that all the avatars come from Krishna.
Yeah, still anyway, you can take here then Shirodakasai Vishnu. But anyway, so but because why I kept here? So Brahma is coming here, na? So that's why. So then the Gunavataras comes from the Garbhodakasai Vishnu. If we say everything comes from Shirodakasai Vishnu, they may be confused. That's it. Anyway, so from this avatars are coming, in this, how many total? 22 counted, na? In the 22, somewhere else we have seen Krishna is also an avatara. Yeah, both, and Balaram. Then after that ending, so we see Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam in 28th sloka. So it is said that the number is in 28 number of avatars, and in the text 28, it said that Krishna is Bhagavan. So that means whoever beginning is what Bhagavan and ending is also Bhagavan. This Bhagavan is clarified here. That is Krishna. That means Krishna is cause for the Purusha avatars, and that Purusha avatars are giving so all the avatars. But one problem is coming here. Krishna is also avatara here, and Krishna is said as Bhagavan also. Then how to resolve this? It's clear. My question is clear for all of you. So here we are seeing Krishna as also an avatara, and we are seeing Krishna as Bhagavan. Then how to resolve this? Yeah, descends. But I'll take this only, descendant only.
First it is defined like okay, he is an avatar, but here he is not that one, he is the supreme person. Just like we define a certain person, that is defined, and then the characteristic is defined of it.
So this is resolved by what? According to the Prakarana, we are getting Krishna is as avatara. Prakarana. Prakarana is context. And but this is Shruti. Shruti, Linga, Vakya, Prakarana, Sthana, and so there are the elements are there, na? Shruti, Linga, Vakya, Prakarana, Sthana. Among these, which is more powerful? Shruti is more powerful. Shruti, Linga, Vakya, these are all not said in that sloka. Not Tattasandara, it is in the commentary only. One second. Hmm. Hey, Paribhasha Sutra.
Prabhupada gives a reason and it
Yeah. Shruti, Linga, Vakya, Prakarana, Sthana, Samakhyana. Among these, Shruti is more powerful. According to the Prakarana, that means so, Paradorbalyam. That means Shruti is saying Krishna is Bhagavan, and Prakarana is saying Krishna is Avatar. So, whom we should accept? According to the Mimamsa principle, this is a Mimamsa principle. That means Shruti. Shruti means so statement actually. So some independent statement. So some independent statement is known as Shruti. So Shruti is saying Krishna is Bhagavan. And based upon the Prakarana context, you are seeing Krishna as Avatara. Then among these two, who is powerful? Shruti is powerful. So that's why you should take so Krishna as Bhagavan. That means Avatari. So that is another rule actually. That is one way to establish Krishna is Bhagavan. Second is, another thing is, it is a Paribhasha Sutra. It is Paribhasha Sutra. Why it is Paribhasha Sutra? Why we are accepting this as Paribhasha Sutra? If we see in the next another portions of Srimad Bhagavatam, many places you will be seeing Krishna is avatar of Vishnu. More than some 5 to 10 places are there. In the Bhagavatam, we are seeing Krishna as avatar of the Vishnu. But only we are seeing one place. So Krishna is Bhagavan. In this first canto, third chapter, let me come to it will take much time, so just I'm giving a rough idea. So this is first canto, third chapter. In the first canto, third chapter, using Shruti and Prakarana, so we establish Krishna is Bhagavan. Okay, that's fine. But now the point is, in another places of this book, in another places of Srimad Bhagavatam, many times it is coming that, not only one time, many times it is coming that in another places of the Srimad Bhagavatam, Krishna is avatar of the Vishnu. Many times it comes. Yeah. Krishna is avatar of Vishnu. Okay. Then how to resolve this conflict? We remove the one conflict. What is that conflict? In this chapter, so according to the context, Krishna is avatar, but according to the Shruti, Krishna is Bhagavan. So because Shruti is having more weight than the Prakarana, so that's why. So based upon this, we conclude that Krishna is. Shruti means not the Vedas here. Shruti means any independent sentence is known as Shruti. I'll explain this more. So, but take it this much. Shruti, Linga, Vakya, Prakarana, Sthana, Samakya. These are the 6 different different procedures actually. Linga is another thing. Vakyam, based upon the Vakyam, so you are getting the one meaning, one understanding. And based upon Shruti, you are getting one understanding. Based upon the Linga, you are getting another understanding. Among these all understandings, who is more powerful? Shruti understanding is more powerful. So whatever Shruti says, that we should follow. Shruti means here independent sentence. So in this whole chapter, Krishna's to Bhagavan Swayam is an independent sentence. It's not linked with the anything else. So without context, it is saying that without any other context, it is independently it is said by the Sota Goswami, Krishna is Bhagavan. So that's why this became Shruti. Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishna's to Bhagavan became Shruti because it is irrespective of previous context and anything. It is independently said by the Sota Goswami that Krishna is Bhagavan. So that's why Krishna is Bhagavan is what? Shruti Vakyam. Shruti Vakyam this is. Okay. Then after that, according to the context, we are seeing Krishna is also Avatar. Among the Shruti and the context, that means Prakarana, who is powerful? Shruti is powerful. That's why we should establish, we should understand, we should take that Krishna is Bhagavan, not the Avatara. Is clear? Huh? Is clear for everyone? Yeah. Oh, it's Mimamsa actually. It's the Mimamsa rules. That means if you have some conflicts, so based upon context, if you see some book is there, based upon context, you are getting one meaning. And based upon the independent statements, we are getting another, which is contradicting to this meaning. And based upon the linga means some indicators actually. Based upon the indicators, you are getting another meaning. So among all these meanings, which meaning is having the higher priority, which is having more power? That Shruti is having more power. This just I am giving a glimpse, but it is having a lot of study actually. Just I am giving a glimpse so that the need of the Prabhupada writes in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the first canto, first chapter. So to understand Srimad Bhagavatam thoroughly, one should study the 6 darshanas and to sit and give the katha in the Bhagavatam. So one should be in the expert in the six philosophies. He only writes actually. The need I want to show actually. That's why I'm giving a hint here. But I cannot explain everything now. It takes a lot of time actually. These are all there in the Mimamsa. Mimamsa rules, these are all. Yeah. It's a Mimamsa rule. You can at least write this much. It's a Mimamsa rule. So based upon the Mimamsa rule, now we resolved that Krishna is Bhagavan, not the Avatara. But now another problem we got. What is another problem? In our book only, in another places we are seeing. So Krishna is Amsha of the Vishnu. Then how to resolve that?
It's like a king goes on parade. Other defeated opponents they salute him. So it glorifies the king only.
But how you can make him as a king?
Because this is Paribhasha.
Huh? Ah. Why you make it as Paribhasha Sutra? How can you make it as Paribhasha Sutra? What are the rules for it to make Paribhasha Sutra? That is important. Huh? It's clear for everyone. Everyone is following. No. So my question is, but Shruti and Prakarana is clear for everyone. Now the next point is in Srimad Bhagavatam and many other places, it is said that Krishna is avatar of the Vishnu. Krishna is Amsha of the Vishnu. Then in that case, how to resolve that? They may say in your Bhagavad only it is said Krishna is avatar of the Vishnu, and you follow Bhagavatam, but you can see not only one place, many places it is said. Then Krishna is avatara or the avatari. So then they will say Vishnu is a superior and Krishna is Amsha of that inferior. Then how to resolve this? So then he said, Prabhuji said that is saying that is using the Paribhasha Sutra. That means Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam is Paribhasha Sutra. This one, Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam is the Paribhasha Sutra. And this Paribhasha Sutra, based upon this, we are rejecting all other places, whatever the other, that means differently they said against to this. Those are all defeated by this Paribhasha Sutra. Okay. So then we have to follow only Paribhasha Sutra, not the other places, whatever you said. Those are all overruled by the Paribhasha Sutra. That is meaning of Paribhasha Sutra. Anyone know C language, C programming? How many of you? You know global variable?
Yes.
You know local variables? Global variable is more powerful than the local variable or not? Like that is a global variable. So which is the Paribhasha Sutra is a global variable. How to make this as a Paribhasha Sutra? This is the next question. So global variables, where they are defined? Huh? Out of before the include, actually include hash include hash stdioh. My God, these previous samskaras are not at all going from my memory. My memory, they are not going.
They are getting feedback.
No. I was addicted to write programming actually. See. So anyway, so global variables we define on the top of everything actually before the stdioh also. So similarly here, why we are calling this as Paribhasha Sutra? This in this place Krishna is said as Bhagavan, and that place we are saying as a Paribhasha Sutra, and it is having such a power. Anything is coming in the book, it is overruled by this. Like that, we are saying, how can you say this? This is the question now. Yes? Then now the answer is this chapter 1.3 is the place where all the variables are defined. How can you say this? Because whatever is going to be coming in the entire Bhagavatam in a summary way, all the avatars are being said in this chapter. That's why this chapter is what? Is a defining chapter actually. Defining of the entire Bhagavatam. So that's why here whatever is said about the Krishna is the more powerful than anything said in the other part of the book. Like we have the position of the global variables in the program. So whatever is defined there, that is global variable. And remaining all the places, it is local variable, or it's just in the function also, is nothing. Actually, it's even further local. Yes? Is it clear? No?
Well,
Huh.
if someone says like let the statement like more powerful, like
But you have to say something logical, something Mimamsa principle should use. Na? Later, how can you say? One may say that abhyasa, that means many, that means upakrama, upasamhara, phalam, upapatti, and abhyasa. Based upon this, something in the book is repeated many times. That also you can say it's more powerful. But here, compared to that, this Paribhasa Sutra is more powerful. You have that also. That's why this fighting of this, that means to interpret any book in a proper way, you should know the rules of interpretation that's being said in the Mimamsa. That's why Mimamsa Shastra is very important.
Yes.
Okay, just a glimpse I gave, that's all. I don't want to repeat the whole. भागवत शास्त्र आरंभे जन्म गुह्याध्यायोयम सर्व भगवदवतार वाक्यानां सूचकत्वा सूत्रम. This is main important. Bhagavat Arambhe, Bhagavat Shastra Arambhe. In the beginning of this book, any global variables or Paribhasa Sutras, Paribhasa Sutra, we should define all the time in the beginning of the book, in the beginning of that procedure, book or anything. So why can't you take Vishnu is the Krishna is Amsha of the Vishnu? That statement as Paribhasa Sutra, why can't I take? You can't take that because it is not there in the beginning. That you cannot make as a Paribhasa Sutra. It should be in the beginning. And also, Bhagavata Shastra Arambe and Janma Guhyadhyayo Yam Sarva Bhagavad Avatara Vakyanam Suchikatvat. And this chapter is also is going to describe all the avatars. It's not that so it is not it is saying only about the Krishna here. It is defining all the avatars, this chapter, and also it is in the beginning. And in this, this chapter is very special chapter. That means is a definitions chapter. It's defining all the avatars which are going to come in the entire book. And in this chapter, already it is established that Krishna is Bhagavan. So that's why this definition is the Paribhasa Sutra. Is it clear? No?
The last point, last point.
Paribhasa Sutra always come in the beginning. Okay, 1.3, chapter 1.3 is the beginning chapter only. Okay, this 1.3 chapter. In this chapter, we have, that means all the avatars, which are going to be described in the entire book. All the Bhagavad avatars are being said. So in this chapter, this chapter is the defining chapter. In this chapter, what is established? Krishna is Bhagavan. Krishna is not the avatara, but Krishna is Bhagavan. Of course, in this chapter, Krishna is said as avatara also. Krishna is avatara and Krishna is said as the Bhagavan also. What we should decide, who is powerful in this two statements? Shruti Vakyam, based upon, but according to the Prakarana, we are seeing Krishna as Avatara. According to the Shruti Vakyam, we are seeing the Krishna as Bhagavan. So Shruti Vakyam is more powerful or the Prakarana is more powerful? Shruti Vakyam is more powerful. So that's why in this chapter we already concluded that Krishna is Bhagavan is only the final conclusion. But now this statement is coming in which kind of chapter? Defining chapter. The chapter which defines all the avatars, which is going to come the entire book. And this is also beginning of this book. So that's why this statement is what? Paribhasha Sutram. Paribhasha Sutram. Being Paribhasha Sutram, anything that means comes in the other part of the book, in another places of book, against to this. So this Paribhasha Sutram can overrule the statements which are going to come in the other parts of the book. Even 1,000 times they may come. But this is only having more value actually. So like you see, for the time being, you may be, maybe for some purpose, you may ask, then what is the purpose, Prabhu, to say like that? In another places, why Krishna is said as the Amsha? What is the need? There also could have been said as Amshi only. And this is also question or not? Then to deal this, it is said that, like in the programming also, you define some X variable as 10 in the globally. So you use this X for some other purpose as X is equal to Y in the function. Then after that, you will finish the work. And then next, what is the value of the X after coming out from that function? 10 only, na? So the same way here. So here in this certain place, you might be seeing Krishna as Vishnu. Krishna as the avatar of the Vishnu. That is the purpose, is that local purpose will be there. Just to those you have to see in the Krishna Sandarbha. In this context, why Krishna is said as Vishnu's avatara. In this context, why Krishna is said as Vishnu avatara is being made to understand by Jiva Goswami in Krishna Sandarbha. Okay. That local purpose is said by Krishna Sandarbha. I am not remembering everything, the context and what is the contextual meaning you should take. Why it is said as there, Krishna as the avatar of the Vishnu. The many places it comes actually, huh? Yeah, different places it comes. That is being that, or otherwise you should see it may apparently look like that Krishna is the avatar of Vishnu, but you should not interpret like that, and you should interpret in the way it is going to satisfy the Paribhasha Sutra. Everyone is following at least something? Yes. Already something. Okay.
We can understand the spread because Lord Krishna comes only once in a day of Brahma. So other incarnations are there, expansions of Vishnu in that context.
No, here Krishna is the one who comes once in a Brahma's day. That Krishna only is being spoken. Yeah. Bhagavad Gita में कोई ऐसा नहीं कुछ नहीं. It's not necessary that every book should have paribhasha. If there is a need, then only. Otherwise, I don't.
Is there any scripture which has some paribhasha?
NOD is like this is the, he says that bhakti means already he said, Anya Vilasha Sunyam. So he is going to say that I don't want to say every time it is Suddha Bhakti. It is, I am interested in only Suddha Bhakti. Even whatever sadhana bhakti he says, that is also part of Suddha Bhakti only. Not the whatever we do Karma Mishra Bhakti and do the 4 hours chanting and we think that we are doing the bhakti defined by Rupa Goswami. No. We are not in that sadhana bhakti actually. Because to be then that sadhana bhakti, then we have to satisfy Anya Vilasha Sunyam. If our sadhana bhakti is going to satisfy Anya Vilasha Sunyam, and not only that Jnana Karma Janavrutam, then only our sadhana will become the sadhana as defined by Rupa Goswami. This is also many times we so overlooking actually the definition given by the Rupa Goswami and think that so anyway I'm doing 2-3 hours and remaining time we are doing karma and taking support of karma for our bhakti. That means our bhakti is now covered with the karma and still we are thinking that I am doing this sadhana as per the Rupa Goswami. No. That I will explain some other time. Actually, it will be fun.
How it is not.
Suddha Bhakti means it should be Jnana Karma Janavritam. That means in the heart there should not be any other things. Ekena Manasa. That means it should be the beginning of Suddha Bhakti is Shraddha, Drudha Shraddha. The symptom of Drudha Shraddha is Sharanagati, full surrender. Prabhupada writes in the purport actually, in the introduction of the NOD, he says Sarvopadi Vinurmuktam Tatparayana Nirmalatvam, Rishikesha Sevana Bhakti. He says that to do this sadhana bhakti, one should be come out from all the bodily designations, family, society, everything. And he should do 24 hours direct devotion. Shravanam and Kirtanam. Those sentences looks very simple, but very heavy actually. Yeah. Yeah. मिक्स्ड में है हम लोग जब तक पूर्ण शरणागति नहीं है दैट मीन्स कंप्लीट फेथ ऑन द लॉर्ड या परोक्षवाद they like it all the rishis they like it Krishna also like it na that's why they all Krishna's mama parokshavad they are liking this is also why that means here the black hair and white hair this is also parokshavad actually they are saying indirectly they like indirect speaking is liking for the Lord दिल में एक है दूसरे बोल रहे हैं ये अच्छा लगता है हाँ उनका भी टेस्ट है ना तो आप कैसा बोलेंगे कृष्ण को कैसा ये लाइकिंग वो बोल रहे खुद बोल रहे 11वें स्कंद में परोक्षवाद मम प्रिय हाँ हाँ and also it's better actually Bhakti Maharani should be and also the secret things should not be openly given valuable things should not be openly given like that they take cheaply actually yeah simply it should not be attainable anyway so this is the context now I am coming to the black and white hair
One question from that handwritten.
okay later after class we discussed that already in our IELTS Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying here किंच विष्णुपुराणे भारते च सर्वत्र केश शब्दस्यैव प्रयोगात् चिकुरकुन्तलाद्य प्रयोगात् सो परोक्षवाद ऋषयः परोक्षं च मम प्रियम् इति भगवत् सम्मतौ स्थितानां शास्त्र शास्त्राणां ऋषीणां साकूतमेव तद वचनम इति गम्यते why it is said that means Vishnu is saying that my white and black hair became the Krishna and the Balaram this is the indirect way of saying this is but actually we should not take as it is it's the indirect of saying then what we should take then so that means then how to understand them so why he is saying the black and white because आत्मनः स्वांतकरण सकाशात् केशौ सुखरूप रूपौ ईश्वरौ सित कृष्णौ that means he is saying they are my white and black hair means विष्णु मतलब क्या है विष्णु का मतलब ये है कि वो मेरा सिरोधार्य है मेरे सिर पर रहने वाले हैं ये अर्थ लेना चाहिए कृष्ण और बलराम माने ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट मैंने कृष्ण और बलराम मेरे सिर पर रहने वाले हाँ नहीं विष्णु बोले कि मेरा व्हाइट और ब्लैक हेयर कृष्ण और बलराम बने हैं बोले माने इधर क्या अर्थ इधर व्हाइट हेयर ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट में बनना माने ये तो इनडायरेक्टली बोलना इसलिए विष्णु इनडायरेक्टली बोल रहे हैं माने डायरेक्टली ऐसा अर्थ नहीं लेना है कि विष्णु का अंश कृष्ण है बलराम है ऐसा नहीं लेना चाहिए तो कैसे लेना चाहिए ये परोक्ष रूप में बोल रहे हैं विष्णु ये करके लेना है और लेकर तो अर्थ क्या समझना है तब क्यों ऐसा बोला तब इसीलिए बोले हैं कि विष्णु जो भगवान कृष्ण और बलराम दोनों मेरे सिरोधारी मेरे सिर पर रहने वाले हैं, ये अर्थ है। एंड वन मोर थिंग, एंड व्हाट अबाउट द अंशवः ये प्रकाशयन्ते मम, माने वो दो, विष्णु का और भी उद्देश्य है कि ये दोनों अंश नहीं है, लेकिन अंश नहीं है, अंशी है, और मुझे प्रकाशित करने वाले हैं ये लोग। केश संगीता अंशवः ये प्रकाशन्ते मम, मुझे प्रकाशित करने वाला ये दोनों अंशी हैं, अंश नहीं है। इस प्रकार का अर्थ लेना चाहिए। एनीवे तो बहुत है, तो हम आगे चले जाए, टाइम समझ में भी नहीं आ रहा है।
ये श्री संप्रदाय वालों तो मजाक उड़ाएंगे सारे, डायरेक्ट जो लिखा हो।
नहीं नहीं, हमारा तो बहुत बहुत स्ट्रांगली रहता है एक्चुअली। जीव गोस्वामी कृष्ण सुंदर इसीलिए लिखे वो, कोई उंगली नहीं रख सकते एक्चुअली, कोई भी आके, क्योंकि कृष्ण सुंदर देखिए तो बहुत लॉजिकली, टेक्निकली, ग्रामेटिकली, फिलोसफिकली बहुत स्ट्रांगली लिखे हैं, कोई उसको आक्षेप नहीं कर सकता। बहुत अच्छा चलिए उनका प्रेजेंटेशन। लेकिन हम लोग तो डिबेट नहीं कर पाएंगे। यदि हमको और भागवत में दिखा कि हम लोग ये सब बोलेंगे आपका कृष्ण विष्णु का अंश है, तो हम लोग एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाएंगे। लेकिन कृष्ण चंद्र पढ़ेंगे तो बोल पाएंगे आप। कृष्ण चंद्र इसीलिए लिखे हैं ना, ये पूरा एक लगभग 120 अध्याय इसको कृष्ण को एस्टैब्लिश करने के लिए चले जाओ। माने बीच में छोटा 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 अनुच्छेद बोलते हैं उसमें, उसमें अनुच्छेद बोलते हैं, अध्याय में हाँ हाँ, अनुच्छेद माने अध्याय। नहीं सिंपल रहता है। मेरा लेक्चर्स भी है, मैं पूरा 108 किया है एक्चुअली उसमें। नहीं नहीं एक्चुअली आज नहीं है, एक सभी सभी अनुच्छेद को कवर किया। उसमें इंग्लिश में। हाँ हाँ, लेकिन गोलोकवाणी में है। और इसको और भी डिटेल चाहिए तो ये फर्स्ट के एंड थर्ड चैप्टर इस श्लोक पर, 28 श्लोक पर मैं, मेरा जो भागवतम का है ना, उसमें भागवतम का प्लेलिस्ट है, उसमें है ऑलरेडी थर्ड चैप्टर का, विश्वनाथ जी का और जीव गोस्वामी दोनों का अलग अलग से मैं पढ़ाया है एक्चुअली। हाँ भागवत महाविद्यालय में उसका रिकॉर्डिंग है अभी, जब टाइम रहेगा तो थोड़ा देख लीजिए आप लोग, क्योंकि अभी एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाए टाइम, थोड़ा सा एडजस्ट, क्योंकि इससे क्या होता है कि कॉन्फिडेंस मन श्रद्धा वेरी स्ट्रांग बनता है, उससे साधना मजबूत होता है। तो आचार्यों का ये इससे, क्योंकि कभी हृदय में थोड़ा सा भी संदेह रह जाएगा तो डेंजरस है वो तो, इसीलिए जितना जो भी संदेह है उनको निवृत्त करते तो अच्छा है। कोई भी संदेह है तो हाँ कभी मैंने असल जबरदस्ती कहीं हृदय में, हो सकता है ये सब क्यों बोला गया वो, और नहीं तो कुछ ना कुछ उसके संबंध में अंधकार रह जाएगा, तो वो इफेक्ट रहेगा ही। जैसे अभी कोई दीवार बना रहा है, उस बीच में कुछ भी डिसफंक्शन, कुछ ही मिसमैचिंग कुछ भी डाल दिया उसमें, वो तो उसको दीवार का कभी भी खतरा रहता है। इसीलिए शास्त्रे युक्ते च निपुण, सुदृढ़ जो भी है, सुदृढ़ श्रद्धा, अ, वही व्यक्ति अधिकारी, वही अधिकारी है चलिए। मध्यम श्रद्धा और कनिष्ठ श्रद्धा, इन दैट, so three Shraddhas he defines, and Sudra Shraddha, and he says he is the Adhikari, and he didn't say for the Madhyama and Kanishta. That means one should study also, but becoming just a philosopher is not going to be a pure devotee. So, but you study, but you to get the faith on that, you need the mercy, mercy of the Suddha Bhaktas. That is also very important. The mercy of the Suddha Bhaktas will lead to the pure devotion. So I will read the purport better. Very good. For better nourishment, one can 26. This verse is especially describing the appearance of Lord Krishna and his immediate expansion, Lord Baldev. Both Lord Krishna and Lord Baldev are one supreme personality of Godhead. Lord is omnipotent and he expands himself in innumerable forms and energies. And the whole unity is known as the one supreme Brahman. Such extensions of the Lord are divided into two divisions, namely personal and differential. The personal expansion are called Vishnu Tattvas and the differential expansions are called Jiva Tattvas, Visvamshas and Vibhinamshas. Which in such expansion activity, Lord Baladeva is the first personal expansion of Krishna, the supreme personality of God. In the Vishnu Purana, as well as in the Mahabharata, both Krishna and Baldev are mentioned as having beautiful black hair, even in their advanced age. The Lord is called Anupalaksha Margaha, or in still more technical Vedic terms. So, Avang Manasa Gocharaha, one who is never to be seen or realized by limited sense perception of the people in general. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said by the Lord, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya Yogamaya Samavata. In other words, he reserves the right of not being exposed to anyone and everyone. So, like you see, many times Krishna comes as a small boy. Most of the people they are seeing, even the people also now they are knowing, they see Krishna as what? A thief, Krishna as a playboy, Krishna as just a cowherd boy. But nobody is understanding that Krishna is the original supreme personality of God. This is covered by with his Yogamaya. And he is acting as just a normal boy. In just and he is playing, and then everyone thinking that he's a historian. In the history, he is also one part, that's all. But nobody is understanding that he is as the supreme personality of God. So why? Because he is not revealing that. He is covering himself with the yoga mind. And whoever is having the devotion, they only can see that Krishna is supreme personality of God. Even we also, so since we got the mercy of the pure devotee, that's why we are able to, at least we are able to, our chitta, our mind is going towards that direction. Yes, Krishna is supreme personality of God. But when we come to know fully clearly, then when we also get the bhakti, the amount of bhakti is increased, then only we can. Otherwise, in our heart also now, it's like it's not like a fully satisfied. Sometimes people think that, oh, really Krishna is there. That means some ajnana is there and that there is no full, that means the the bhakti's extremeness is not there. Because of this, our heart, that means is not completely so accepting the Krishna. So that begins with the actually by pure devotee's mercy. When you give the strong mercy. So, but because if we have the samanadas, then we are able to not able to accept this. And some kind of these, that, doubts, these are all will be coming. But Krishna is not. So he is covering him. That's why it is not, it is happening. Only the bona fide devotees can know him by his specific symptoms. And out of many such symptoms, one symptom is mentioned here in this verse, that the Lord is Sita Krishna Kesha, or one who is observed always with beautiful black hair. But Lord Krishna and Lord Baladev have such a hair on their heads. And thus, even in advantage, they appeared like young boys, 16 years old. So, that is a particular symptom of personality of Godhead. In Brahma Samhita, it is stated that although he is oldest personality among all living entities, he always looked like a new, youthful boy. So, that is the characteristic of spiritual body. The material body is symptomized by birth, death, old age, and diseases. Prabhupada always, that means his audience are very so common and simple, and with that view, he writes his purpose so that everyone can easily understand directly. But even if you go some scrutinizingly, that means certain points, then you may get distracted actually at that time. oh, and in this place, this is like this, and this is very like this. So then Prabhupada said, if you are very serious, then read the other commentaries also. But also in these purports also, there are a lot of the insights are there in every sentence. He recommends that everyone to read his books scrutinizingly, every line again and again, scrutinizingly, try to understand what is the main point here. So, like this Yogamaya Samavritam, that means he is covering with this Yogamaya. What is our understanding of? So, then how to know this? What is the meaning? That means Krishna is covering himself with the Yogamaya. What it means? So, the material body is symptomized by birth, death, old age, and disease. But the spiritual body is conspicuous by the absence of these symptoms. Living entities who reside in the Vaikuntha lokas in eternal life and bliss have the same type of spiritual body without being affected by any signs of old age. It is described in the Bhagavatam. That the party of Vishnudutas who come to deliver Ajamila from the clutches of party of Yamaraj appeared like youthful boys, corroborating the description in this verse. It is ascertained thus that the spiritual bodies in the Vaikuntha lokas, either of the Lord or of the other inhabitants, are completely distinct from material bodies of this world. That means there's black hair. So based upon that only, Prabhupada didn't raise the point of Sita means Krishna, white. That's not being mentioned here. So just he's a beautiful he wrote. So that's why the discussion is not raised in that direction. Sometimes he also goes and sometimes he keeps simple. Therefore, when the Lord descendants from that world to this world, he descendants in his spiritual body of Atma Maya, or internal potency, without any touch of Bahiranga Maya, or external or material energy. The allegation that the impersonal Brahman appears in this world, in material world, by accepting a material body is quite absurd. Therefore, the Lord, when he comes here, has not a material body but a spiritual body. The impersonal Brahmajyoti is only the glaring effulgence of the body of the Lord, and there is no difference in quality. Like you see, when Lord comes here, so he is also walking, he is going on the chariot, and he is eating, and he is going with the boys, and he is drinking, he is eating the that makan, and like that. And he's also so seeing meeting the people, he's wearing clothes, so many things. These are all what? That means they're all covering actually. Yoga Maya, that means these are all transcendental activities, but it looks like that normal activities. Like how other kings and other people are doing, same we think Krishna also is doing like that. But actually, there is behind Yoga Maya, Krishna is not at all standing on in a normal chariot, which is made up of matter. And Krishna is not walking at all on this earth. Krishna is not at all drinking any material object. Krishna is not at all eating or drinking, nothing. Then like you see when from the Dwarika to Hastinapur to Dwarika is going and he is going on the different places which are not Dham also. And how he is going then? He is walking on the land. That means this Mother Earth is able to bear him? No. And he is touching this material earth. That means that his body is touched by this material earth? No. So in that same Krishna Sandarbha, you can see, so his Leela Shakti, that means his Yogamaya is first of all going before him actually. And he is always walking on that only. And he never take the support of Bhairanga Shakti. No. He is not at all touched by this. And Bhairanga Shakti cannot hold him also. He is always is in the transcendental level actually. That is the Yogamaya. But appears it like a normal. This is known as Yogamaya Samavritam. He is covering himself like yoga. The Yogamaya appears like a normal. So that Leela can happen, everyone can relish, and our mind, our chitta can start going towards the Lord.
But about the blood, when you are getting pierced by Vishnu,
Ah, that is also. Everything is there. Ah, footprint is on the Dham. Yes. Dham is also transcendental. The impersonal Brahmajyoti is only the glaring effulgence of the body of the Lord. and there is no difference in quality between the body of the Lord and the impersonal ray of the Lord, called Brahmajyoti. Now, the question is why the Lord, who is omnipotent, comes here to diminish the burden created upon the world by the unscrupulous kingly order. Suddenly, the Lord doesn't need to come here personally for such purpose, but he actually descends to exhibit his transcendental activities in order to encourage his pure devotees who want to enjoy life by chanting the glories of the Lord. So, because there should be the object for the chanting and leelas, that's why he is mercifully coming and doing all this for the sake of his pure devotees and also to relieve the pain of their separation from the Lord. Only for that he comes. Otherwise, he doesn't need to come to kill the asuras. What is there actually? The main purpose is paritranaya sadhunam. That is the main purpose to relieve their pain. Okay. तो तो तोकेन जीवहरणं यदुलूककाया स्त्रैमासिकस्य च पदाशकटोपवृत्तः यद्रिङ्गतान्तरगतेन दिवि स्पृशोर्वा उन्मूलनं त्वितरतार्जुनयोर्न भाव्यम्. They,
There is no doubt about Lord Krishna being the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, how was it possible for him to kill a giant demon like Putana when he was just on the lap of his mother? To overturn our chariot with his blood when he was only 3.
यद्वै व्रजे व्रजपशून् विशतोऽयपीतान् बालान् स्वजीव यदनुग्रहदृष्टिवृष्ट्या तच्छुद्धयेति विषयीर्यविललो विलोलजिह्वा उच्चाटयिष्युदुरगं विहरन् हृदिन्याम्.
Then also when the carbon was in the end, the origin part of the depression. After the Lord, in his childhood, divided them by his merciful class, just to purify the water of the river Yamuna. He jumped into as playing and chastised the venomous Kalia, which was lurking there, which then emitting waves of poison can perform such Herculean tasks for the Supreme Lord.
Thank you. तत्कर्म दिव्यमिव यन्निशयानम् दावाग्निना शुचिवने परिदह्यमाने उन्नेष्यते व्रजमतो वसितान्तकालम् नेत्रे पिधाय सबलो निधिगम्य वीर्यः
So on the very night of the day of the chastisement of the family of snake, when the inhabitants of Brajbhumi were sleeping carefreely, there was a forest fire ablaze due to dry leaves, and it appeared that all the inhabitants were sure to meet the death. But the Lord, along with the Ram, saved them simply by closing eyes. Such are the superhuman activities.
गृह्णीत यद्युदपबन्धमुष्यमाता सुलभं सुतस्य न तु तत्तदमुष्यमाति यजृम्भतोऽस्य वदने भुवनानि गोपी संवीक्ष्य शङ्कितमनः प्रतिबोधितासीत् When the cowherd woman, Krishna's foster mother, Yashoda, was trying to tie the hands of her son with ropes, she found the rope to be always insufficient in length. And when she finally gave up, Lord Krishna, by and by, opened his mouth, wherein the mother found all universes situated. Seeing this, she was doubtful in her mind, but she was convinced in a different manner of the mystic nature of her son. So, Mother Yashoda was trying to bind him, but all the time there are the two fingers of gap is there. She was from morning 6 o'clock to evening 6. Whatever the ropes are available in the whole Vraja, she brought from that village, from the different houses, and tying and trying to tie it each other and trying to bind the Krishna. But every time she is getting the two fingers of gap. What is that gap? Endeavor and mercy, actually, yeah. So because Lord, why? Because Lord, in the Lord, there is a quality of the Vibhutvam is there. That Vibhutvam is now in the action. So because of that Vibhutvam quality is in the action, not able to tie. But when she was doing the lot of hard work, it means endeavor, sadhana, lot of endeavor she put by this is one finger, and because of this, Lord got the mercy. Lord gave the mercy, and because of mercy, what happened? This Vibhutvam quality went down actually, go inside, and it went down, but no, it is exceeded. But Vibhutvam quality didn't go down. His mercy exceeded the Vibhutvam quality. Because of this, so she is able to type. And also we can see the same prasanga, another prasanga actually. Mother Yashoda, to Mother Yashoda, Lord is showing all the Brahmandas. Based upon this, we establish, Jiva Goswami established Vibhutvam of the Lord. Lord is Vibhu, Bhagavan, Bhagavad Sandarbha, we can see. Very extensive discussion based upon this. And also Brahmaji's prayers. And like that, several sections he takes. Only thing is, as a Brahmacharis, I just recommend that if you have some time actually, apart from your services, maybe you can have some time to study the Sandarbhas. It will be good. So that will be helpful to.
Do you understand?
You can.
English.
Banu Maharaj also translated English. Yeah. No, he didn't translate it. He translated only Tattva Sandarbha. So these books are available anyway. So if you have some time, maybe inquisitive you are there, you can get some deeper understanding. It will be useful to convince more and also to increase our faith and relationship. If we take like six sandarbhas are very extensive. It we may get scared actually. That's why I don't want to say. You may say, "Oh my God, this much time I don't know." Then maybe whatever time you have, you try with it.
What sequence it should be like start?
Huh?
Sequence.
That depends upon your grasp.
Like sequence first what?
First is Tattva Sundar, I recommend strongly. Especially youth preachers, they should study the Tattva Sundar and Pramana Khanda. In that to Sarva Samvadi Tika. And you will understand how to destroy the other Pramanas. That means destroy means how the other Pramanas are inferior to the Shabda Pramana. In our device we cover, no? That is very preliminary. No? But if you see the Jiva Goswami's the explanations, all the angles, that means as a human being, how many ways you can think and how much you can put the arguments, and he's nullifying all those arguments by his answers and his explanation. He himself raised the questions. Like now we see we raise the question and then we give the answer. This is the style of the innovation. Huh? Hmm. Yeah. So, also Sahitya Darpan, sorry, Siddhanta Darpan, they also Pramanas are there, but the presentation, whatever Jiva Goswami did in the Sarva Samvadini Tika of the Tattva Sandarbha is extraordinary actually. It's not so hard, it is easy only. And it will be useful to you to say that Pratyaksha and Anumana are not superior. And many examples and many ways. And you can replace that examples with the modern examples. You can try with that. But it will be and also establishing Vedas as the authentic source. That means Shastra Shabda Pramana he established. That means defectless Shabda Pramana is superior to the. We think that Shabda Pramana is always one, but Shabda Pramana is also two types: defective Shabda Pramana and defectless Shabda Pramanas. So defective Shabda Pramana all the time will be giving the defective knowledge only. Like something source, the Shabda Pramana which you have in the defective sources like some senses to the senses you produce the knowledge and that knowledge is transferred to you, then that is known as what? Defective Shabda only. Like scientists, so they are telling the different models they are giving. Now how you are learning that through their Shabda only. Na? This is defective Shabda. This is also Shabda Pramana, but it is defective. But Jiva Goswami established non-defective Shabda is the only the source which can be the authentic source to get the knowledge. And that non-defective Shabda is nothing but the Vedas. And why we should accept only Vedas, not other Bible or something you may say, na? So many things. Or so many people who have so many propositions. And he finishes all their propositions and he established only Veda, only can be this non-defective Shabda, not nothing else. And this is very crucial for us, actually. This section is crucial and also establishing non-defective Shabda as the highest authentic source for getting the knowledge. This section, the two sections we can divide in these two, these are very important so that effectively you can strike the opponent's questions actually. So, and you can answer them and you can also explain. They might be having the confusion to ask the question also because they are not clear in their question or sometimes. Then you can clarify their question to themselves and you can give answer to them. So then they'll be happy actually. Wow. Then that means inside somewhere else their doubt is there and they are not able to bring it out and trying. But when you give that their question to them clearly, then they will feel happy. Then that's the way of the attracting the devotees. You can do that. That's it. And after that, next Bhagavad Sandarbha is there. So, which is it describing about the why, what is Bhagavan and Brahman and Bhagavan. And next is Paramatma Sandarbha is very important to know the Jivatma. What is Jivatma? Many times we think that like two types of Jivatma is saying. And Jivatma, what is the role of the Jivatma? Prakriti Kriyamanani. So, Gunahi Karmani Sarvasya. So, like that, Krishna says everything is done by the Prakriti. How it is, how to understand. Everything done by Prakriti and Jivatma role is what. So these things you can understand from Paramatma Sandarbha, very detailed actually. And he explains this. Then after Krishna Sandarbha is once again very important because many people they say Krishna is avatar of the Vishnu. Many say even 90% of 99% of India They think like that. But he establishes. These are like basic books actually. Sandarbhas are the our Gaudi Sampradaya basic books. These are not, but Preeti Sandarbha is highest. That's a topmost book. And to reach that is difficult. So we cannot understand many things until unless we are in the Rati stage actually, Bhava stage at least. But Bhakti Sandarbha is once again very important. The beauty of the Bhakti he describes in a many ways actually. And the glories of the Bhakti. From the many sections of the Bhagavatam, it is taken out and the glories of the Bhakti again and again he describes. And also the aparadas, offenses, and how they are affecting Bhakti, and also what are their Bhakti Angas, Shavanam, Kirtanam. First, he says that for the sadhana Bhakti, the first Anga is Sharanapatti. Surrenderance is the beginning of the Bhakti. So that's Rupa Goswami also says, surrenderance, Sharanagati. Sharanagati is the beginning, then after Shravanam Kirtanam. So like that he establishes. Yeah, sometimes, so definitely. Please.
First, Tattva, Bhagavad, then Paramatma, then Krishna, then Bhakti, then Krishna.
That's the sequence.
Most time. हमारा बदलती तत्व ज्ञान होता है ब्रह्म में परमात्मा ब्रह्म तो जैसे ब्रह्म तत्व
Yes, yes. Yes. Okay, we'll go to. We should balance our service and also the studies. And we should not get bored of the studying because a lot of things are there to know. So that it will be helping us to progress further into our devotion. Both in a balanced way, if we do, then can. नन्दं च मोक्षयति भयाद्वरुणस्य पाशाद् गोपान् बिलेषु पिहितान् मयसूनुना च अज्ञापृतं निशिशयानमतिश्रमेण लोकं विकुण्ठं उपनेष्यति गोकुलं स्म
Lord Krishna saves his spiritual father Nanda Maharaj from the fear of the demigod Varuna and released the cowherd boys from the caves of mountain, for they were placed there by the son of Maya. Also, to the inhabitants of Vrindavan, who were busy working during daytime and sleeping soundly at night because of their hard labor in the day, Lord Krishna awarded promotion to the highest rank in the spiritual life. All these acts are transcendental and certainly prove without any doubt of God.
Thank you. Varnasya pashat bhayam निषिद्ध समयस्नायिनं मां वर्णः पाशैः बद्ध्वा स्वलोक एव स्थापयिष्यति इति अनन्तकर्तृकं यद् भयं तस्मात्. Actually, Varuna wants to see the Lord. Krishna darshanardina kshanamatrmeva swaloke eva sthapita ityevam tattvam. Vastutastu Nandaha tena na baddha. Actually, Nanda Maharaj is not seized by Varuna. Only for few moments. So he has kept Nanda Maharaj in his loka. Only the purpose is to see the Krishna actually.
Please say that he was being barring long time. So that's why.
Yeah, that's a Vyajya, outside external reason, but he wants to.
That is cruel.
Yeah, but he cannot seize the Lord's father. And he is a simple demigod Varuna. Yeah. गोपैर्मके प्रतिहते व्रज विप्लवाय देवे विवर्षति पशून् कृपयारिरक्षुः दत्तो चिलीन्द्रमिव सप्त दिनानि सप्त वर्षो महीद्रमनघैककरे सलिलम्. When the cowherd men of Vrindavan, under instruction of Krishna, stopped offering sacrifice to the heavenly king Indra, the whole tract of land known as Vraja was threatened with being washed away by constant heavy rains for 7 days. Lord Krishna, out of his causeless mercy upon the inhabitants of Vraja, held up the hill known as Govardhan with one hand only. Although he was only 7 years old, he did this to protect the animals from the onslaught of water. Is also Govardhan Lila, 23rd chapter, 24 of the 10th canto. In Bhakti Vedanta, we will read. To finish the pride of the Indra, this Leela happened actually. क्रीडन् वने निशि निशाकरिष्म गौर्या रासोन्मुखः कलपदायतमूर्च्छितेन उद्दीपितः स्मररुजां वज्रवृद्धवधूनाम् अन्तुर्हरिष्यति शिरोधनदानुगस्य. When the Lord was engaged in his pastimes of the rasa dance in the forest of Vrindavan, enlivening the sexual desires of the wives of inhabitants of Vrindavan by sweet and melodious songs, a demon of the name Shankachuda, a rich follower of the treasurer of heaven, Kuvera, kidnapped the damsels, and the Lord severed his head from his trunk. After killing him, he came back and once again he did rasa. ये च प्रलम्बकरदर्दुरकेश्यरिष्टम् मल्लेबकं सवयवनः कपिपौण्ड्रकाद्या अन्ये च शाल्वकुज बल्वलदन्तवक्र सप्तोक्षशंभर विदूरथरुक्मि मुख्या एवामृदे स्मिताशिन आत्तचापा काम्बोजमत्स्य कुरुत् सञ्जयकैकयाद्या यस्यान्त्यदर्शनमलं बलपार्थ भीमा व्याजाह्वयेन हरिणा निलयं तदीयम्. All demonic personalities like Pralamba, Dhenuka, Baka, Keshi, Arishta, Chanura, Mushtika, Kolayapida, elephant, Kamsa, Yavana, Narakasura, and Poundraka, great marshals like Shalva, Dvivida, monkey, and Balvala, Dantavakra, the seven bulls, Shambara, Viduratha, and Rukmi, as also great warriors like Kamboja, Matsya, Kuru, Sranjaya, and Kekeya would all fight vigorously, either with the Lord Hari directly or with him under his names of Baladeva, Arjuna, Bhima, and so on. And the demons thus being killed would attain either the impersonal Brahmajyoti or his personal abode in the Vaikuntha planets. कालेन मीलितधियाममुष्य नृणाम् शोकायुषं स निगमेव तदूरपारः आविर्हितास्त्वनुयुगं स हि सत्यवत्याम् वेदद्रुमं विटपशो विभजिष्यति स्म. The Lord himself in his incarnations as the son of Satyavati will consider his compilation of the Vedic literature to be very difficult for the less intelligent persons with short life, and thus he will divide the tree of Vedic knowledge into different branches according to the circumstances of particular age. Actually, all the Vedas is only one Veda, that is Yajurveda, and that is being divided into 4 Vedas based upon the Chaturhotra karma. So to do the Chaturhotra karma, so Hota is going to chant the mantras. So whatever mantras Hota chants, those mantras are taken out from the Yajurveda and that made as one book that is known as Rigveda. And whatever the mantras chanted by the Udgata, those are all taken out from the Yajurveda and made as Samveda. And whatever the mantras are chanted by the Advaryu, so are brought in out from the Yajurveda and made it as Yajurveda itself. And then whatever the mantras are chanted by the Brahma are taken out from the Yajurveda and made it as Atharva Veda. Then whatever the stories are there and Upakyanas and Akhyanas, those all he has made all of them as another book known as Itihasas and Purana. And whatever remaining is there, then everything he kept in Yajurveda itself. So like this, he divided one Veda into 5 Vedas. How many Vedas are there? 5 Vedas are. Itihasa Purana Panchama Veda. Yeah. Itihasa and Purana Panchama Veda. Together.
Vyasa means one who divides.
Divides. The divider. Yes. It is mentioned to establish Bhagavatam as the Panchama Veda. That means Puranas are the Panchama Veda. Because Jiva Goswami establishes Vedas are the highest pramana. That means non-defective Shabda is the Veda he establishes. But Vedas we don't have. Already 95%, more than 90% is already lost. So if something is lost and you establish that one as a superior, then what is the use of establishing? And how can you conclude that the Vedas conclusion is Krishna Bhakti? How can you establish Krishna is the conclusion of the Vedas? Because which is already lost. And the opponent will say that already it is lost, only 10% you are taking and you are concluding based upon that Krishna is Supreme Personality of God. What is this? Nobody is going to follow that. Yes. So then, and also Vedas are also having the multiple meanings, and multiple acharyas are giving the multiple scholars are giving the multiple meanings. Then also coming to the right, that means one meaning is also not easy. All the time there is a fighting. First of all, it's not available fully, and also it is having the multiple chances to get the multiple meanings. Then in that case, how can you? He did lot of endeavor to establish Vedas as the supreme authority. Then after that, so these Vedas, how can you replace? That means how to fill the gaps in the Vedas which are not available. Itihasas and Puranas, you will say it will be taken. But how can you take Itihasas and Puranas? Because there are all these Smriti Shastras, they say people. And you cannot use this lower one to fill the higher one. It should be both an equal level. To replace someone, you will be replace king with the king only. Na? You'll replace king with the chaprasi. We want king in a position king only, like someone powerful. How can we accept that means Itihasas and Puranas, which are the Smriti, inferior, in the place of Vedas? Veda is a Sriti Pramana. Then people say like this, or then we should establish Itihasas and Puranas also Vedas. That we did actually. Jiva Goswami did. He establishes Itihasas and Puranas also Veda only. And then he goes to the history. This is the way Itihasas Puranas are coming. Is also known as Pancham Veda, and this is the way it is made. So that's why first one Veda only is there. That is the Yajur Veda. From there only the part is coming, and that is Itihas Puranas. So that's the Itihas Puranas are also Veda. How many Vedas are there? Five. And Vyasdev says same thing in the Bhagavad. It will come in the third canto.
Copy of these four vendors is not there.
No, we don't have now. Already lost. So many. When Vyasdev began the branches, in that so many branches are out. It's lost actually. Now it's even further lost in the last 20, 30 years. Now we have Bhagavad is only our savior. So Bhagavatam is a Veda actually. Vedatvam is there in the Bhagavatam. And it's a Pancham Veda. It's directly said in the Bhagavatam itself. Itihasa Puranam Panchamo Veda.
Many times Prabhupada write that Brahmas are supplement to the.
That's propaganda of this Shankaracharya. Shankaracharya said that Itihasas and Puranas, but Prabhupada writes this also Pancham Veda, that's Bhagavata Sloka. So it is clearly says that Shankaracharya, what he did, he didn't accept the Purana Itihasas as the highest Praman, like Vedic Praman. So that what is the advantage he got? Interpretation of the Vedas is very easy. And so that he can establish easily Advaita Siddhanta, which is we have seen yesterday. Making everything as Lakshanika Artha, you can take and Tatas Lakshana. You say Bhagatvam is only Tatas Lakshana, only Bhagavatvam. That he can do very easily with the Upanishads. Because they are all very sutra form, no? Those are all very short, compressed form, those are all. So that's why it's very difficult to, very easy to interpret. जो भी थोड़ा सा दो शब्द है उसको तो अलग अलग अर्थ निकालना इजी है, लेकिन 10 शब्द 10 वाक्य में कुछ चीजों को एक्सप्लेन किया गया तो उसको आप अलग अलग कर नहीं पाएंगे. तो भागवत में नहीं तो पुराण क्या करती है, तो सुप्रीम तत्व को पूरा डिटेलली एक्सप्लेन करती है, इसीलिए उसको इंटरप्रेट करना असंभव है. इसीलिए वो क्या है बोले, इतिहास पुराना सब स्मृति है, छोटा है, बस उसको नीचे रखो, हमारा तो हाईएस्ट प्रमाणों को लेना है. तो वेद है, वेद में भी जो फाइनल पार्ट है वेदांत है, उपनिषद है, उसी को हम मानते हैं. लेकिन हम लोगों को जीव गोस्वामी बोलते ऐसा तो थोड़ी है, ये तो इतिहास पुराण भी वेद ही है. So he defeats even Veda. You should not just say that Veda is my highest praman, because this is not available also. And yes.
Krishna has already condemned Veda. They are going to be Shia Veda.
Yeah.
He is already condemned. He is already dismissed.
Yeah. So Prabhupada actually he says Vedatvam is there in the purport, but in the general some places, yeah, some places we see like that Smriti, but we should take the Vedatvam point only of the purports. Otherwise, we easily defeated. Will be easily defeated by the others, like other sampradaya. Other sampradaya means Shankaracharya. Jiva Goswami says, no. This is someone's other interpretation. We don't accept this. They say like that.
Because after giving Veda, there is respondency of passage. It's not such.
Yeah, Vedanta Sutras.
96% term card.
Yeah.
So how can be 96% term card?
Yeah.
How can it be the highest Praman?
Yeah, but in that Veda, the Vedanta Sutras are there, Upanishads. So Shankaracharya says that these Upanishads, which are the part of the Veda, this is the highest pramana to speak about the absolute truth. Then Vedanta. Upanishads known as Vedanta. And on that Vedanta, the sutras are written, then those are known as Vedanta Sutras.
How many are there? 555. How many are
560 almost.
It is said that that's after. It's not clear that Krishna is good. Who is so that is the effect of the Vedas.
So here Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the first canto, 5th chapter. There, so Vasudev, you wrote Vedanta Sutras, you are not happy, but I wrote Pancharatra, Narada Bhakti Sutras, and I am happy. So that's why your Vedanta Sutras are not going to give any satisfaction. So you also follow the Bhakti. Then you write the commentary of that. Vedanta Sutras is nothing but Srimad Bhagavatam in the Bhakti actually. So that's why Vedanta Sutras main meaning, main purport is also Krishna only. But it is so misinterpreted very easily. But everything, so Vasudeva Para Vedaha. The conclusion of all the Vedas is Vasudeva. But it is very easy to cheat the people using the Upanishads. And but it's very difficult to cheat the people by using Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam you cannot interpret. And that's why Shankaracharya didn't touch the Bhagavatam and he didn't write any comment there. And it is also personification of the Lord. So Lord only actually, Bhagavatam. And he is also devotee. Na? He came this on special purpose. So we cannot, we should. We didn't see that our acharyas directly blaspheming the Shankaracharya. No, we don't see like that. Nobody did like that. So Jiva Goswami also says that. So we don't go accept his Siddhanta. We don't talk about his personality. We don't accept his Siddhanta. That's all. So this much only. Our acharyas are never fighting with any sampradaya philosophy. No, we are always with our philosophy and happy with our things and fully content. Everything properly given by our acharyas, by Rupa Goswami Pad, Jiva Goswami and others, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Baldev Jabhushan. And later, so for us, quite easily, Prabhupada, what he did, he made the main essence into very simplified form. The complexity of that is so much is taken out. And so that we can easily, our brains easily come to the truth and can come to the conclusion. Yes, Krishna and Krishna Prema is the highest. That is the focus of Srila Prabhupada. And if you are very serious and you want to know more inquisitively and you want to learn, then you can go. But that's why, so that the standard of the living and standard of thinking is very low now. Compared to 500 years, now it's very low. That's why Prabhupada gave a very simple way. So at least one should, yeah, regularly study his books. At least. This is mandatory actually. You cannot excuse for this. And because he already, so he's not asking you to study the Acharya's books. And he's asking to study his books. Because that is a minimum to be a transcendentalist. To be a, if you want to be a transcendentalist or the transcendental, the aspirant of the transcendental state, so we have to study these books. Otherwise, no. If you want to say, oh, I cannot study these books also, oh, these are all very difficult to me, that means it's hopeless actually. Books are the basis. Book basis for any, all the ways is the basis. You, so that's why it is a foundation for our spiritual life. You cannot excuse for these books. You cannot say that, oh, I am not able to understand this, I will skip. No, you cannot skip anything in the Bhagavad. You should sit and understand and discuss and get it. That is mandatory. Prabhupada will never accept. If you want to skip this book and I am chanting, okay, I'm okay. No, he will ask you how to study the books at least. Many nowadays actually they are very so de-emphasizing so studying the books and also discussing and also not so serious in giving the Bhagavatam class, also seriously preparing and properly understanding context and everything. So whatever the, so then it's like our so movement will become very weak now. If we don't have strong knowledge, as explained by our Prabhupada, at least actually that is minimum requirement. So then we cannot be expecting such a high things in the society now. How much he can simplify actually? A lot. Like you see Sita Krishna, if you see in the case of Vishwanath Chakravarti, so much he discussed. But he didn't ask, no, Prabhupada didn't ask you to study all that. But his purpose at least to read. That for that also we don't have time. Then what? Then who will be saving actually? Nobody is going to help actually. Huh? What? What?
The country is working the very lecture now. अभी पढ़वा अलग से स्पेशली मेरी बात क्लास देना है क्यों अदरवाइज रेगुलर रीडिंग आता है
Oh, at least तो okay. रेगुलर रीडिंग में तो बुक्स तो प्रोपात बुक्स तो रखना चाहिए. इतना तो हो जाए तो अच्छा ही. कहेंगे बहुत कुछ बना रहेगा, लेकिन इसीलिए उसको स्क्रूटिनाइजिंगली पढ़ना है। पढ़ना मन ऐसे नहीं कि बहुत लोग बोलते हैं तो आजकल तो जस्ट 1 आवर पढ़ना है, तो उसको बस ऐसा बिना अटेंशन, बिना थिंकिंग, बिना अंडरस्टैंडिंग, विदाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग, ऐसा जस्ट एक सेवा है, बस पढ़ना है, पढ़ लिया, कुछ समझ में नहीं है, ग्रैस्प नहीं है, बस हो गया हमारा। ऐसे नहीं, ये भी रूपक बोल रहे हैं, स्क्रूटिनाइजिंगली शुड विथ फुल अटेंशन एंड प्रॉपरली। सेवा तो है, लेकिन उसका भी अर्थ तो समझ के लेना है, ग्रैस्प तो करना है, उसके लिए तो मेहनत करना पड़ता है। इंटेलेक्चुअल पेन will be coming, a little bit intellectual pain. When we want to be lazy, actually, then our whole saying. Because if we chant holy names, automatically our heart will be purified and will be ready to understand. That will drive away all the ignorance and passion. When we came to the moment in the beginning days, we are fully filled with the ignorance and passion, and our heart is so much is unwilling to accept this, so not able to understand. But as much as we eat prasadam and follow and associate devotees and chant holy names, heart is getting clean, and then we should relish the bhagavatam, and we should feel interest of that. And it's so much, it's the describing about the Lord only, na, every line. So Jignasa is important. Lord Himself in His incarnation as a son of Satyavati. Okay, this is over. Next. Devatvisham Nigamavartmani Nishtitanam Purbirmayena Vihitabiri Pradrishyam Turbihi Lokannatamati Vimohamati Palobham वेशं विधाय बहुभाषित औपधर्म्यम् when the atheist, after being well versed in the Vedic scientific knowledge, annihilate inhabitants of different planets flying unseen in the sky on well-built rockets prepared by the great scientist Maya. The Lord will bewilder their minds by dressing himself attractively as Buddha and will preach the sub-religious principles. It may be happened in another Kali Yuga, I think. Huh? Is there any commentaries there on this? Yeah, I will read. This incarnation of the Lord Buddha is not the same Buddha incarnation we have in the present history of mankind. According to Jiva Goswami, the Buddha incarnation mentioned in this verse appeared in different Kali age. So it's building the aeroplanes, these are all not in this. So in the duration of life of one Manu, there are more than 72 Kali Yugas. And in one of them, the particular type of Buddha mentioned here would appear. Lord Buddha incarnates at the time when the people are most materialistic and preaches common sense religious principles. Yeah. That means now the common sense principle is, so I should be happy and you should be happy. I don't disturb your happiness and you should not disturb my happiness. You should not stop my happiness. That's maybe wife, husband. So if until unless you and both are happy, we'll be stay together. Otherwise, so okay, you are not happy, so you leave it, and I am not happy, then I can leave. This is the present day. If you see the society is on this principle it is working. That means happiness is defined with what? On the based upon sense gratification. If my senses are happy, then your senses are also happy with it together, then we are staying together. And if there is no, then no. But there is no principle of dharma now. In the olden days, how it was, so even it may be happy or it may be the unhappy, so to stay together. So one should follow their dharma strictly. While following that, but that dharma, one may get the pain or pleasure. But without stopping that dharma, they has to do, and whatever result comes from that dharma, that should not be for their sense gratification, but that for the so offering to the Lord. This was the principle of the. This is the principle on this society was conducted actually. So now that religious principles are went down so utterly actually. Now nobody is following the dharma actually. So everyone is meant for following the dharma. Dharmena hina pasubis samana. So now dharma is not there. So that's why Prabhupada says in many purports, Varnashrama dharma is the basic, that means the principle of the society. Whoever is in the Varnashrama system, that is human society. So if they, that means like a Brahmana, even it is a painful or for following that dharma, he may get pain or pleasure. In the both cases, he should continue that. It's not that they now in the Mahagamasa, in the Vrata time, so I should early wake up and take the bath and so I cannot do this and now I will change my Brahmana dharma to another Sudra dharma and few days I'll be Sudra and then after that Brahmana. No. Matra sparshesthu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkada agama paino tan titikshasva bharata. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, so Arjun, you have to fight. You should not stop that now your grandfather is there and if I kill with him, then I will get the pain. And now he is my guru, then it is giving to pain. So because of this pain, you cannot stop your duty. You should follow your duty and you should give that result also not for your sake, that you should be giving to the Lord. Then what will happen? Then you will be freed from that karma, then that karma result, then that is, and by bearing the pain and pleasure, if you follow your duties, then heart will be purified actually. The Santa Karma Shuddhi happen. This is known as Nishkam Karma Yoga. This is Nishkama Karma Yoga. So that's why you should do this. You cannot say that, you cannot stop that I cannot do this, my kingly activity. So that whole society will be maintained. If everyone should follow, then what is the purpose of the society following dharma? Everyone should be happy, that is? No. In this middle world, no one will be happy. Everyone should be uplifted to the spiritual platform. Everyone's heart should be purified and they should know, I am not body, I am soul. This was the basic principle behind the conducting or following the dharma. But Krishna in the further chapters, he says that even this is not the superior. You have to do 24 hours Shravanam Kirtanam of mind. In the 12th chapter, he says, then that is the highest. And leave everything. Sarva Dharma and Parichay, leave everything. This king dharma, that dharma also no. But that is needed until unless one come to the pure devotional platform, they should follow their dharma. And society must be divided. Prabhupada says, this Krishna conscious movement is also is one of the goal of this Krishna conscious movement is organizing the society. It has to be organized based upon the principles of Varnashram Dharma. Because these devotees are the topmost leaders of the society actually. And they will make everyone to be in a right situation so that whole society can be in the mode of goodness. If they are now based upon the sense gratification, they define their position and their rules and regulations, then what will happen? That sense gratification limits are what? Then tomorrow they say that, so if it is not what is the right and wrong is decided based upon sense gratification. Now my senses are not happy with you, then I can leave, and that is the basic principle. Even our constitution also is supporting that. Indian constitution, that's a fundamental rights is saying that, so something is hurting you, so then you can put a case on that. So that means our constitution itself is making us to become fallen actually, become animals. And because it's defined based upon the fundamental rules, rights are defined based upon the sense gratification actually. Sense gratification is a fundamental core principle. Then the whole society is designed based upon this. But Bhagavan is saying, Matra sparshastu kaunteya, sitoshna sukha dukkada, agama painutan titikshasva bharata. Arjuna, you should bear the pain and pleasure of the material pain and pleasure, you should bear it. And that is not the goal of the life. Gratifying the senses is not the goal of the life. So you should follow and understand you are not the body and you are the soul by following strictly doing your duties. This is the principle of the society. It should be the human society. And and also now everyone should follow their dharma strictly based upon their varna, and whatever result is coming, the gnani is to become a gnani, what he will be doing? He will be offering that result to the Lord with detachment. But Krishna, devotee, what he should do? He should offer that result to the Lord with love. So that we can enter into the devotion, bhakti. But if you offer that with the detachment, then you will be entering into the Gnana Marga. So like that, we have two margas. So from this Nishkam Karma Yoga. So that means until to enter into to cultivate the Krishna consciousness in the people, they should follow their duties and offer that result to the Lord with love. So that has to be taught to the society actually. Society should be conducted based upon this principle that is known as, and also they are also at certain point of time they should stop doing the karma also, and they should fully purely chanting the holy names and the Shravanam Kirtanam, because that is going to so making them to get the Krishna prema. But what about their body maintenance? Krishna will take care. So Krishna is saying, so Yogakshema Vahami. And they may do their Varna Dharma, so only to set an example to the society, like Prahlad Maharaj and yeah, other Maharajas. So like that, only to set an example, but always they'll be continuing their bhajan internally. So this is the society Prabhupada wanted actually. We are very far. We are in the very beginning stages. Sir. To evolve this society, we need a lot of enthusiasm and so hard work. Anyway, next. यर्ह्येलयेष्वपि सतां न हरेः कथा स्युः पाषण्डिनो द्विजजना वृषला नृदेवाः स्वाहा स्वधा वशिडिति स्म गिरो न यत्र शास्ता भविष्यति कलेर्भगवान् युगान्ते. Thereafter, at the end of Kali Yuga, when there exist no topics on the subject of God, even at the residence of so-called saints and respectable gentlemen of the three higher caste, and when the power of government is transferred to the hands of ministers elected from the low-born Sudra class or those less than them, and when nothing is known of the techniques of sacrifice, even by word, at that time Lord will appear as a supreme just Kalki. The symptoms of the worst condition of material world at the stage of at last stage of age called Kaliga are stated herein. The sum and substance of such conditions is godlessness. Even the so-called saints and higher caste of the social orders, generally known as Dija Janas, or the twice born, will become atheist. As such, all of them will practically forget even the holy name of the Lord, and who what to speak of activities. The higher caste of society, namely the intelligent class of men, so guiding the destinies of the social orders, the administrative class of men, guiding the law and order of the society, and the political class of the men guiding the economic development of the society must all properly well versed in the knowledge of the Supreme Lord. So knowing factually his name, quality, past tense, centuries. Yeah. So because everything is coming from the law, that means human society is means they should follow their dharma and offer that. Atah pumbirishreshtha varnashrama vibhagasha swanishtitasa dharmasya samsiddhi haritoshan. The whole society is centered around the pleasing Hari. This should be the principle actually. That is the purpose of human society. That is the design of the human society. So सर्गे तपोहमरुषयो न ये प्रजेशा स्वनीतधर्ममकमन्वमरावनीशा अन्ते त्वधर्मः रमन्युवशासुराद्या माया विभूतय इमः पुरुषक्तिभाजः. At the beginning of creation, there are penances, myself, and the Prajapatis, the great sages who generate. Then during the maintenance of the creation law, there are Lord Vishnu, the demigods, will controlling powers, and the kings of different planets. But at the end, there is irreligion, and then Lord Shiva and the atheist full of anger. All of them are different representative manifestation of the energy of the supreme power, the Lord. Here we are seeing the Gunavataras in this slogan. Vishnu विष्णोर्नुवीर्यगणनां कतमोर्हतीह यः पार्थवान्यपि कविभिर्ममेरजांसि जस्कम्बयः स्वरहसा स्खलित त्रिपृष्ठम् यस्मात्त्रिसाम्य सदनादुरुकम्पयानम् Who can describe completely the prowess of Vishnu? Even the scientists who might have counted the particles of the atoms of the universe cannot do so, because it is he only who in his form of Trivikrama moved his leg effortlessly beyond the topmost planet Satyaloka up to the neutral state of the three modes of material nature, and all were moved. 1 second. नान्तं विदाम्यहममी मनयोग्रजास्ते मायाबलस्य पुरुषस्य कुतो वराये गायन् गुणान् दशशतानन आदिदेवः शेषोऽधुनापि समवस्यति नास्य पारम्. Neither I nor all the sages born before you know fully the omnipotent personality of Godhead. So what can others who are born after us know about him? Even the first incarnation of the Lord, namely Shesha, has not been able to reach the limit of such knowledge, although he is describing the qualities of the Lord with 10,100 faces. येषां स एष भगवान् दयदेदनन्तः सर्वात्मनाश्रितपदो यदि निर्व्यलीकम् ते दुस्तरामतितरन्ति च देवमायाम् नैषां ममाहमिति दिः स्वशृगालभक्ष्ये. But anyone who is specifically favored by the Supreme Lord, the personality of Godhead, due to unalloyed surrender unto the service of the Lord, can overcome the insurmountable ocean of illusion and can understand the Lord. But those who are attached to this body, so which is meant to be eaten by at the end by dogs and jackals, cannot do so. Actually, here, in the previous sloka, it is said, Etat prapancheti nantam iti. Mane purushasya maya shaktehe balam tasyapi antam na vedmi. So Brahmaji is saying, so Narada, I cannot completely understand the Lord's maya shakti's glories also. Navedmi kimuta chishaktehe. What to speak of is chit potency. It is also manifesting so many things. तस्य पुरुषस्य गुणान् प्राकृतान् अप्राकृतांश्च गायन न संभव न समवस्यति न प्राप्नोति. So nobody, the Lord is also having the infinite material qualities. That means material world is having so many intricacies qualities actually in this. And also Lord is having the transcendental qualities. And nobody can come to the end. After saying this, then Narada is asking for this. ननु यदि युष्मदादयो अपि तं न विदन्ति तर्हि तद अनुभवो निराश्रय एव अभूत् इति चेत्. तो पिताजी, if you also don't know, you all don't know, then tam na vindanti, that means you all cannot achieve him. So युष्मद् आदयः अपि तं न विन्दन्ति तर्हि तद अनुभवः निराश्रय एव अभूत्. So that means who will experience? Then who will experience him? That means then we cannot attain the Lord, then we leave it, we should not do anything. One may say like this. So then in reply to this, Brahmaji is saying, Esham sa dayet adita adigatya ityadina sasti mameti janantu iti sa करुणम अंगीकुर्यात इत्यर्थः. लेकिन इधर ब्रह्मा जी का उद्देश्य क्या है? इधर कोई भगवान को जान नहीं पाते, तो तुम्हारे इसका अर्थ भगवान को जानना बंद कर दे हम लोग, है ना? ये तो सही है, तब तो ऐसा सोच सकते हैं. लेकिन इसके लिए बोल रहे हैं कि ब्रह्मा जी, नो नो नो, ऐसा नहीं अर्थ लेना है नारद. इसका अर्थ यह है कि यदि भगवान की दया हो गया आपके ऊपर, तब तो आप जानेंगे. इसका अर्थ ये है, ये शाम सा दयेत, मान जिसको वो अपना दया देते हैं वो जानेंगे. नायम आत्मा प्रवचनेन लभ्यो न मेधया न बहुधा सुतेना. भगवान कोई भी व्यक्ति से अपना प्रवचन से मिल नहीं पाएगा, और नहीं तो अपना मेधा शक्ति से नहीं मिल नहीं पाएगा, अपना बहुत प्रकार के प्रयत्नों से मिल नहीं पाएगा. यमेव ऐशा वृणीते, मान जिसको भगवान चयन करते हैं वो ही भगवान को जान पाएगा. इसका अर्थ ये है, यमैव एषा वृणीते तेन लभ्यः तस्यैव आत्मा विवृणीते तनुं स्वाम. माने जो भगवान को चयन किए हैं वही भगवान को जान पाए. केन लक्षणेन तस्य दया ज्ञातव्या. माने तो दया हुआ करके कैसा पता चलेगा हमारे ऊपर, है ना? तो दया हुआ, किसके ऊपर दया हुआ कैसे पता चलेगा? तब तो वो कैसा, जिसको दया हुआ वो कैसा रहेगा? तो आप लोग ही जैसा है. हाँ? सर्वात्मनि ज्ञान कर्मादि निरपेक्षतया निर्वलीकं निष्कपटं निष्कामम् इति यावत् श्रितपदः आश्रित भगवत् चरण यदि भवन्ति. माने कर्म, ज्ञान, दान, तप, व्रत इत्यादि कोई भी, नहीं तो धर्म, मतलब माता पिता, बैंक बैलेंस, नहीं तो ये वो कुछ भी, किसी के ऊपर भी भरोसा ना रखकर निरपेक्षया, माने इन सबसे, तो मैंने अपेक्षा ना रखकर इस सबसे आश्रित ना होकर, निर्विलीकम निष्कपटम, माने कोई कपट चल नहीं रहना चाहिए, कपट चल ना रहते हुए, और कोई कामना नहीं रहना चाहिए. तो बिना कामना के केवल जो भगवान की चरणों का आश्रित करते हैं उन्हीं के ऊपर दया हुआ. हाँ, ये सिम्टम है. ऐसा जो रहेगा तो उन मान लीजिए उनके ऊपर दया होगा. हाँ. तस्य दया शक्ति है मुख्य वृत्ति शुद्ध भक्ति. माने भगवान की दया शक्ति का ही एक वृत्ति है शुद्ध भक्ति. समझ में आया? तो अभी भगवान को कौन जानते हैं? जो माने निष्कपट भाव से भगवान की प्रति पूर्ण शरणागत है, और किसी के ऊपर उनका चेतना स्ट्रक नहीं होना चाहिए. माने इसकी उसके ऊपर नहीं रुकना नहीं चाहिए, केवल भगवान के ऊपर. तो ऐसा जिसकी माने चेतना हो गया, तो माने इसका अर्थ क्या है? उनके ऊपर दया हुआ. तो माने आप उनको ये भी बोल सकते हो तो शुद्ध भक्ति में है करके. माने इसीलिए शुद्ध भक्ति में है क्योंकि वो भगवान की दया का ही एक रूप है शुद्ध भक्ति. माने शुद्ध भक्ति उसी को प्राप्त होता है जिनके ऊपर भगवान की दया आता है. और वो दया आता है कैसा? साधुओं की कृपा से. वो साधुओं की कृपा इस दया को ढोके ले आने वाली. नहीं तो यही मुख्यावृत्ति शुद्ध भक्ति साचा तद भक्ता। अभी मैं डायग्राम डालता हूँ। ये भी अच्छा है। इसको तो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, ये तो समझाने, जो भी समझाए चलो, ये तो समझाना पड़ेगा। इसमें पहले प्रसंग कैसे चल रहे हैं देखिए। तो प्रसंग ऐसा चल रहे हैं, भगवान को कोई नहीं जान सकते, बोले हैं ब्रह्मा जी। तो तब नारद जी बोल रहे तो कोई नहीं जानते, तब तो प्रयास क्यों करें, तो छोड़ दे क्या। नहीं नहीं नहीं, ऐसा नहीं। तो तब उसके लिए क्या बोल रहे हैं ब्रह्मा जी, जिनकी ऊपर ऑन whom लॉर्ड गिव mercy, so they will know Lord. Then how to know what is the symptom of getting, that means you attain the daya of the Lord, mercy of the Lord.
So this is symptom, not the cause.
No,
This is not the cause of this. But this is the
नहीं, किनके ऊपर उनका दया होता है।
symptom. Symptom means after getting the mercy, this is not the. You cannot get mercy by practicing some that similar that.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, तब तो मैं, मेरा उद्देश्य एक इसी here it is said that केन लक्षणेन तस्य दया ज्ञातव्यम, माने किस लक्षण से उनकी दया को जाना जाए। तस्य दया ज्ञातव्यम सर्वात्मा मीन्स ज्ञान कर्मादि निरपेक्षतया निर्विलीकम निष्कपटम निष्कामम इति यावश्रित पदः आश्रित भगवच्चरण यदि भवन्ति तस्य दया शक्तिरेव। मैंने ऐसा हो जाए, ऐसा हो जाए माने कैसा, माने ज्ञान कर्म इत्यादि से सबसे रहित होकर केवल उनकी चरणों का आश्रय जब भी लेंगे, यदि यदि भवंती माने यदि हो जाए, यदि होगा तो उनके ऊपर दया होगा। ये तो काज है, ठीक है, तो काज है। सो व्हाट इज द माने किसके ऊपर दया होगा, ऑन whom, किन के ऊपर दया होगा भगवान का। नहीं नहीं नहीं, ओहो किन के ऊपर दया नहीं होता, नहीं, किन उनकी दया हुआ करके कैसा पता चले, हाउ टू नो दैट हिज symptom only, how to know that one has got the mercy. Symptom is what, now symptom I am saying, the symptom is, so that person is completely, that means is zero faith on all material things, gnana, karma, dana, tapa, vrata, even anything, any material, any material things. So he should be free from attachment from any or any dependency on anything, no faith on anything. Even if you take the medicine, if you get disease, medicine is curing or the Lord's mercy is curing? Lord's mercy is curing, because many people they take medicine but still they die. Like example, so even devatas and the rakshasas, both daityas, all of them, they are both are so having the same place and same kind of ingredients they use, same kind of instruments they use, in also same time, and same kind of sankalpa also is there, but result came to devatas and there is no result for the daityas. And amrutam, that means nectar, is given to devatas, and the demons they don't get. What is the reason? Lord's mercy. That means here this Leela is establishing that ingredients, material things are not the cause. Lord's mercy is the cause, actually, real cause. So even if you have mercy, even if you don't have material ingredients, you can get everything also. That is the power of the bhakti. So one should have such a faith on the Lord and his bhakti. One should have such a faith on the Lord. So that is the meaning actually. Nirapeksha means anapeksha is said. Na? One should be completely free from so depending on anything else. And second is he is what he is doing. Nishkapatam and also nishkamam. Nishkapatam without any desires, without any duplicity. That means in the lip service we do, I surrender to the Lord, but in the heart still there is no dependency. That is known as kapata actually. That means kapata means externally we show something, but internally we have another thing. So this is known as the kapata actually, duplicity. Without any duplicity. And many times we see, but we can understand how much consciousness, that means how much we are really dependent on law. So you have to think yourself, nobody should say. Because even who is dependent, he also looks normal and like us only. He is not dependent, he also looks, his external activities look same. But the dependency is different in the peoples also. So next one, without any other desires. Without any other desires. So then what? He has to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. So if some Lord's mercy, if someone got means he'll become like this. He has zero faith on the jnana, karma, dana, tapa, vrata, and any material things. Material things other than Krishna, anything. So he doesn't have faith on that. And without any duplicity, without any other desires, and he has taken actually shelter on shelter in. He has taken shelter of lotus feet of the Lord. Okay. If you see these symptoms in anyone, all, then you can say that he got the mercy of the Lord. Okay. You know, these symptoms are saying what? Anyabhilasha sunyam. Yes, without any other desires. And gnana karma dhanavrutam. Zero faith on other things means gnana karma dhanavrutam. And taking the shelter of the lotus feet means anukulyena Krishnanusilana. That means these are all the symptoms of pure devotion. Without any duplicity means anukulyena. And no other purposes. Only the pleasing the Krishna. So these symptoms are nothing but the like looking like pure devotee. Yes, these symptoms of the what? So one who has pure devotion. That means Lord mercy, if someone got means he is becoming the pure devotee. Yes. So that means to become pure devotee, what is needed? Lord's mercy. But how it is coming? That means what it is establishing? So Lord's mercy, pure devotion is the function of Lord's mercy. Is it clear for everyone? Pure devotion is the function is vritti of mercy of Lord. But how this Lord's mercy will come, then you may get this, na? Huh? Yeah, what is the process actually then? Then that is being said here. See. Mukhya vritti man tasya daya shakti's product is Shuddha Bhakti. That we established already, we say. Sacha tad bhakta dwara eva janeshu pravartate. ये दया शक्ति भगवान का दया शक्ति आपके पास कैसे आएगा? उसका चैनल क्या है? भक्त. Huh? How to get this mercy then? How to get the mercy? How to get this daya, Shakti from the Lord? अब आपको बाकी जो भी है 3 दिन का कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया कोई बात नहीं, ये एक समझ लिए बस, हम यही चाहते हैं बस, बाकी तो आप छोड़ दीजिए कोई बात नहीं, ये एक पॉइंट समझ लिए तो हो गए बस, हमारा लाइफ इधर आने की पर्पस सॉल्व. So how to get daya shakti of the Lord?
This is God's.
So devotees are the carriers, are the carriers of that daya shakti, and they give. That means Suddha Bhakti will not come by your human endeavors, never. It never come by human endeavors. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says. So Suddha Bhakti never come by your endeavors. So that's why Krishna says, Karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala durmato sangosva karmane. Arjun, इसकी पहले second canto, that means व्यवसायत्मक बुद्धि रेखे कुरुनंदन. That sloka in the two slokas, and also in the Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Nistraigunyo Bhavarjana. In this section, he is explaining about the Suddha Bhakti. After explaining the Suddha Bhakti, and he is telling to the Arjuna, oh, you might be thinking that now I can do Suddha Bhakti, I will leave this fighting action and I will go and I will chant the mantras. You might be thinking like this. No, that will not. That means karmanyevadikaraste ma phaleshu. That means ma karma phala heturbu mate sangosva karmani. So you have right to do karma only, not to jump to the Suddha Bhakti now. And I am giving the blessings to you to get the nice Nistraigunyo Bhavarjana. Bhava means what he is saying. So you may become pure devotee. I am giving blessings only. And but this pure devotion will come in the next third chapter, actually in the beginning. Actually, in that second sloka commentary, you can see. So this will come by not by your endeavors. It is coming by pure devotee's mercy. And you should act such a way so pure devotees can give mercy to you. And you cannot demand also from them. So that Suddha Bhakti will enter into us. Then we can get unflinching faith on the Lord. Otherwise, till that time, our faith is striking on the money, bank balance, this license, this that insurance, this, like that. So many places our faith will be striking. And we cannot become an unflinching dude. It's not an easy thing actually. So for that, one should get the mercy of pure devotee. And also, pure devotion is already given to us by Srila Prabhupada, but only problem is we are not ready to accept because of our anarthas. Not accepting actually. Prabhupada, does he have any faith on anything? He went alone. No money, no man support, nothing. The faith, how he was, is always with Krishna. Actually. He has full faith on, even he doesn't have faith on his body also. Because his body also giving him so many troubles. And he didn't care for that. He want to serve, and he served. That is the full shelter actually. Oh, 5'8". Huh?
Major person.
No, actually, one more section is there, very important, nice section will come actually in this chapter. But anyway, time is over. So we'll finish. Yeah. Huh. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai. Any election with the outlook.
Yeah. We should not leave their association at any cost. We may leave anything, but we should not leave them. Okay. Adi Gopni Mai Prabhu. Advait Praveen Prabhu. Advait Praveen Prabhu. Absent. Aklur Bhakt Prabhu. Amrit Gaur Prabhu. Amrit Gaur Prabhu absent. Huh? Ananta Raghav Prabhu. Baleshwar Roop Prabhu. Absent. Padrinitai Prabhu. Das Raghunath Prabhu. Daya Sundar Nitai Prabhu. Dharma Narayan Prabhu. Absent. Gopi Bhav Prabhu. Jahana Avadhut Prabhu. Huh? Kala Gaurang Prabhu. Kripalu Madhav Prabhu. Mitra Sudama Prabhu. Mitra Sudama Prabhu. Absent. Mohan Shyam Prabhu. Nam Govind Prabhu. Natwar Gopinath Prabhu. Absent. Absent. Padmalochan Ram Prabhu. Panchajanya Pani. Pandav Prem Prabhu. Pradyumna Bhakta Prabhu. Rajendra Hari Prabhu. Ram Nishta. Rasaraj Prabhu. Rasaraj Prabhu absent. So Sarvapuja Golok. Shant Gopinath Prabhu. Shyam Sundar Sakha Prabhu. Sitaram Hari Prabhu. Subuddhi Rai Prabhu. Umapati Prabhu. Absent. Upananda Go. Upananda Go Prabhu. Absent. Vasudama Prabhu. Vasudeva Jeevan Prabhu. Veda Chaitanya Prabhu. Vijay Upendra Prabhu. Veda Chaitanya. सर्वसम्मान अच्छा तो इसमें कृष्ण सुंदर बने बोलो जीवो एल्बो के स्पेस ये हाँ
इसमें पूरा कृष्ण संबंध प्ले लिस्ट में जाओगे ना वीडियो में
सब है
फ्यूचर में भी जो आएगा ना इसी में आएगा
आप इधर ही रहते हैं
द्वारका
प्रसाद
ये वाली वेबसाइट भी
हाँ पैक स्टॉप में जाओ हाँ वो अच्छा